Peace and blessings, family. You already know who this is. It's your boy, Broad Day 23, man. Just chilling up here, man, in the house, man. Just got off of work, man. About to hit y'all with that good knowledge. What I really want to talk about today is who is really God. First and foremost, let me say this. For the people out there that's going to say, "Oh, I'm God. I'm God." Let me hit you with this knowledge right quick. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Again, I must say this to you. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And what does that mean? That means that we are spiritual beings. We're not physical form, but we inhabit a physical body. You get what I'm saying? Let me fix this for a second. Sorry if I got all this stuff on, man. I got a cleaning company, so you're gonna be dirty. You're gonna be dirty sometimes. But let me just put this in your head. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. That means before you came into your body, before you came into the body that you see when you look in that mirror, before I came into the body that you see on this camera, just know that we was already existing. We was already here. We chose our path. We chose who we wanted to be. We chose the struggles and things that we would have to go through to be in order to achieve enlightenment of what we are doing today. And it's up to us, even though we don't remember that, that part about ourselves, it is up to us to achieve the enlightenment that our spirits set forth when they first came into this human experience. You got to understand who you are to know where that you come from. Now, we're going to talk about this God concept. And you have a lot of people out there that be like, okay, I'm God, da 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 da. Okay, you're right in an aspect. You're right in a certain aspect. Let's get that right. You're right and you're wrong at the same time. Yes, we are God. But are we that main source of the God that you may be thinking of? And don't hit me, all you Bible thumpers, da 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 da. I am not talking about anything about the Bible, even though that will be, in this lecture that I'm giving you today. But what I want you to know is that there is a power, there is a source, there is a creation of all things. Some people may call it the cosmic egg. Some people may call it dark matter. Some people may call it nut. Some people may call it whatever you want to call it. But what I want to put in your brain is there is an essence of power that is conscious. Get what I'm saying? There is an essence of power that is conscious, that is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful. And it is conscious. And it dwells around all of us. It dwells within all of us. So when you think of a God concept, because I hate kind of using that word, because I say creator of everything in existence, but we're going to, put it with something that you know already. So when you take it as the God concept, you have to understand that this is not necessarily a physical, and it is physical at the same time, because you can see it. When you look up at the sky every night, who do you think you see? you see God. When you feel the wind on your body, but you don't see it, who do you think that is? That's God. Now, as far as the physical form that we are inhabiting, that's a different, that's a different concept right there. Now, some people put God in the Bible as the all-knowing, all-powerful, all-purpose. No, that's totally wrong. If you really take in the core to everything that was said in the Bible, and you realize God, and some people may want to call it Yahweh, doesn't appear in the Bible until like the second and third chapters of the Bible. The beginning of the Bible tells you that the Elohim created man, that the Elohim terraformed earth. And if you realize that, you will be like, oh, they didn't even create earth. No, earth was already here, and they came and terraformed it so people can live in it. And then they terraformed man. And you wonder why I'm saying they, because if you understand from the Hebrew language, the Elohim means plural. It was more than one person. It was a multitude of people. And some people only accustomed to God to one person. And that shows you how stupid some people is, because even in the beginning, they said, God, let's go make man in our own image. That's telling you that it wasn't just one person that was going to make man. It was a multitude of people. That's why if you look at the real Hebrew text, the real Torah, and you understand their real language, they use the word Elohim. And when you take a look at what the Garden of Eden is, it's not necessarily a garden, it's an enclosure. Basically, what the Garden of Eden was basically the whole entire world. We're living in Eden, even though they came out of Eden. But that's just a parable saying that they came out of grace, that they came into enlightenment and out of the dumb state that they was in to not know evil. You get what I'm saying to you? So, when you put in the God concept, you have to put it in the Elohim concept, as in plural. That's why you have the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki, they say, created man on a potter's wheel and formed man out of clay. This is the Sumerian tablets that I'm talking about here. You get what I'm saying? But who is God? One thing that I could tell you about the God of the Bible is, it's a contradicting person. You get what I'm saying? Only a person with split personality and who doesn't like their self tends to change their name. And if you look into the Bible, it got like 100 different names. You got Yahweh. You got El Shaddai. You got Jehovah. Jehovah's to sicken you. Jehovah Jireh. And a whole list of other names. Why would you keep needing to change your name all of these times? That just shows me that it was different people writing it about somebody that they didn't really even know, about certain things. Another contradiction. The God in the Bible told Moses to sacrifice a lamb, but told Ezekiel, well, let's go back to the Moses. Told Moses to sacrifice a lamb, and to worship on the Sabbath day, the blah, 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 blah. But you go right back and tell Ezekiel that the blood of your sacrifices stink in my nose. Who told you to do that? You told us to do that. If you gonna come right back to, I think it was Ezekiel or Elijah, one or the other. But in a later date, I'll give you the chapters and I'll post everything up. But if you had the nerve to tell Moses to go sacrifice a lamb and to, pay attention to the stars and the planets and the skies and the holidays and da 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 da, but you come right back in a later chapter, excuse me, and say, the blood of your offerings stink in my nostrils. Who told you to do this? You don't know what you're doing? You got amnesia? You got Alzheimer's? You can't remember what you told people to do? Where's the logical sense in that? Another one. Let's fast forward to the New Testament. Jesus told his disciples, you will not taste death until you see me again, until the second coming of man. I don't see none of his disciples around. Where are they? And for all you people, he was talking about when he rose. No, he told them this when he rose. Let's get that right. Let's get that right. He told this to them when he rose. He said, you will not taste death until the second coming of man. And all of them died. Everybody who was around at that time died. Where's the logical sense in this? You told everybody, I am a jealous God. But you also told people, it's not good to be jealous. Where is the logical sense in that? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You tell people it's not good for a man to get drunk. But Jesus throughout the whole Bible had a glass of wine in his hand. Where's the logical sense in that? You told people, don't appoint, I hate your holidays and your seasons. But you told them to watch out for the sun, the moon, and the stars for signs in the sky. Where's the logical sense? Where's the logical sense in that, man? Why is one person contradicting the other? Why are you contradicting yourself? Everything that you say, you go back on. It's a sin to kill. You have them wipe out a whole entire tribe. Think about it. You said that it's a sin in the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not kill. But you would go tell your people to wipe out a whole tribe and kill the women and children? Where's the logical sense in that? So basically what I'm telling you is, if you want to know who your God is a man who was sitting inside of a room writing down rules that he wanted to inflict on the rest of the community and the world to follow his way so he could be able to do whatever he want to do. That is your God. Your God is a person who has amnesia. Your God is a person who has Alzheimer's. Your God don't know what he want to do. He doesn't know. He don't know if he don't want you to kill or he wants you to kill. He don't want you to sacrifice animals or he wants you to sacrifice animals. He doesn't know. He don't know whether he wants you to call him Yahweh, El Shaddai, Jehovah, the Great One, Jesus. He doesn't know what he wants. This is a confused person. Is that who you want to follow? Let me tell you who the true God is. The true God is an essence, a power, a consciousness, not a man sitting on a throne, dictating who. Write that, write this, do that. No. That's not the creator of everything in existence. The creator of everything in existence is all good, all powerful, all essence, dwells within you. And that's something that you and the rest of these Christians and other people that follow in all these religions are going to have to realize. Because if you're not realizing it, then you're walking down the wrong path. You get what I'm saying? From the time that I've read the Bible since I was a kid, used to have to sit in front of my mom and quote Bible books: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st, 2nd Samuel, 1st, 2nd King, 1st, 2nd Chronicles, Isaiah, Had to do all of this when I was a kid for a lie. The story of Abraham was a lie. It tells you that he begot this son from this girl. He begat that son from that girl, which are of allegory. These stories are of allegory. If you know what an allegory is, you know that it's not true. It's a fictitious story made to represent something that could happen. Know what you're following. Know what you're reading. Think before you read. That's the problem with a lot of people today. They'll read something and don't really interpret everything that's going on in that story and truly believe it without sitting up there having a mind. That's the benefit, I would say, of a Taurus. A Taurus is a person who's not easily fooled, who likes to see every angle of every single thing to be able to know whether or not you're telling the truth. We just don't follow. We're more leaders. You got people say, but how long have people been talking about, oh, the rapture about to come, the world about to end, da 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 da. Before my mama's was born. Back in 327 AD, they was talking about the world was about to end. When the Great Depression was happening, oh, the world about to end. When famines and all of that happened, the pestilence, oh, the world about to end. It hasn't ended yet. It ain't going to end for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands, most likely millions and billions of years. There's no timetable on it. We don't know. Who knows? It's all in the circle of life. It's all within how it happens. That's how you got to take certain things like this. So if you want to find God, look into yourself. Look into you. Look into the DNA strand that's inside of your body. Look into the mind that you carry. Look into your soul if you want to find God. When you feel that good feeling of just doing good and want to be good, that's God. Look into yourself. Because you are a part of that essence that's flowing not only through you, but through everyone that's alive and everyone that's dead. How come when psychics and stuff like that talk to all these dead peoples, they don't say, oh, you know it's a God back here. You know it's a God back here. Y'all better get on y'all deen. Y'all better get on your job. Because we back here suffering. Why does every dead person that come back and tell you through a psychic said, I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. I'm happy. Some be mad that you called them. Think about it. It's basic common sense. Think about what you read. Think about all the contradictions that's inside of the Bible that you read. The ones go back and look at what I just said and think about it. Read the Bible over again and think about everything that I just said and know for sure that you're following the right path. I made up my mind a long time ago. I remember I was about 11, 12. And they had this little saying like, oh, you got to tarry for the Holy Ghost. You got to say, Jesus, 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 Jesus. Man, I must have did that shit for like 5 hours. Crying. Oh, God, help me. Oh, help me. Please, please. Ain't shit happen. Still was faced with the same problems. Still was faced with the same issues. Still was faced with the same bullshit that I went through the hour before that. Still was poor. Still was hungry. Where the fuck was he at? Where? You tell me. Where was he at? When I was on trial for the rest of my life, you know who fought to get me out? My mama and me. We got me out of there. Think the motherfuckers cared whether or not I prayed or not, whether they was going to let me come home? They needed evidence. I could have prayed for years. And if the evidence still pointed at me, I would still be in there. Let's be honest. Think the motherfuckers would have came out, if I would have came out with a Bible talk, no. Motherfuckers would lock me away, throw away the key. I'd still be on my 13th year. Where was he at? I had to fight. I had to make up them arguments. I had to write them motions. I did it. All these motherfuckers hungry out here. Where he at? Kids. Diseases. All these little kids with cancer. They don't deserve that shit. Fuck they do. Give a fuck about your past life. What did you do? What are you doing now? You could be a new soul. What did you do? Get on your job, man. It's in you. In you. That's where it's at. You take control. You make your own destiny. You cause the effect inside of yours and everybody else's. You. The power is all around you. Use it. You. You possess it. It's your boy Broad Day 23, man, signing out. Peace and blessings to everybody.